LRBT2, flaw question 10. So we're figuring out how does this argument flow. We've got a couple of facts here. We know we found some meteorites in India, and they should have come from one of three planets. Based on, some various criteria, we know that we're ultimately going to conclude that they've probably fell to Earth after being dislodged from Mars, perhaps as the result of collision with a large object. That's the main conclusion down there at the very, very bottom. And so, how do we arrive at that conclusion? So, if we remember, we've got three planets that are the possible origins of these meteorites. So, we're saying, okay, we dislodged these from Mars. So, the best way to support that argument is going to be to eliminate Mercury and Venus as options. And that's exactly what we go ahead and do here. So, eliminating Mercury. They say because of Mercury's proximity to the sun, material that comes from Mercury would have been captured by the sun. Wouldn't have fallen to Earth as a meteorite. It would have literally just gotten sucked into the sun and burned to death. Great. So we know it's not Mercury. That's half the battle. So why is it not Venus? They say Venus couldn't be the source because gravity would have prevented the dislodged material, those meteorites, from escaping into space. So it's not Mercury because it would have gotten sucked into the sun. It's not Venus because Venus, even if it had dislodged meteorites, it would still be stuck somewhere in their atmosphere, I suppose. It wouldn't go into space as a whole. So the only other alternative would be Mars. So they go ahead and build this argument by giving us some facts. They give us three options. They eliminate two of the other options. And then we conclude by process of elimination that it's that third one, that it's Mars. So our argument derives its conclusion by A, offering a counterexample to a theory. We don't really give a counterexample. B, eliminating competing alternative explanations. That's a fantastic answer. I love that answer. C, contrasting present circumstances with past circumstances. We don't compare beginning or past and future, not at all. D, questioning an assumption. In order to question an assumption, we'd have to bring up an assumption, and that doesn't happen here. E, abstracting a general principle from specific data. We're not getting a general principle. We're saying, oh, this is specifically Mars. And the data would be the meteorites being found, and then based off of what we know of Mercury, Venus, and Mars, that probably could be data. But again, like we don't really have a general principle that we are abstracting or concluding. So B would be the best answer for this question.